Yeah, he definitely had a very optimistic tone in talking about not betting against America, especially when we talk about the vaccine and the vaccine race, touting the fact that the U.S. has been able to surpass the goal that he had set in terms of reaching that 100 million doses by 100 days, now saying that he could reach that goal well before that in about 70 days. So we're almost there, and the numbers do say that on the CDC's tracker. But we also know that the goal for reaching the general public, we heard previously that the president said that by May 1st, vaccines will be available for all Americans. But now he's also adding that vaccines will be available not just to all Americans by May 1st, but also that the priority groups will open by May 1st. And so that's setting a definite day. So when everyone keeps asking, when will we get those vaccines? We now know the answer to that. So the US should open by May 1st. There are some health experts that have said that by mid-April, they expect that to happen. So we'll see if even that timeline gets pushed as well. Meanwhile, we know that there are, while we have those 3 vaccines already out with Johnson & Johnson, the Pfizer-BioNTech, as well as Moderna vaccine candidates, there are others still in the pipeline that the U.S. is looking at. We know that recently the Biden administration has touted the partnership between Johnson & Johnson and Merck to help produce 100 million more vaccines, really catering to the latter half of the year. And that's because the health experts have warned that, even when we do all get vaccinated, the pandemic is not going to go away. We know that variants are circulating and there may still be need for some vaccines. But looking at that, we got some data out of Novavax yesterday from its phase 3 trial in the UK. And that showed that the vaccine stayed pretty much online with efficacy results from the interim report earlier this year, 96% efficacious against the original strain of the coronavirus. That was a new number, but still staying within that 89 window when including the UK variant B117. So positive news there. We also know that Sanofi is jumping into the mRNA trend. We've seen those 2 vaccines be highly efficacious with a partnership with Translate Bio, and that's starting phase 1. So a lot more still happening, despite the fact that we're looking to have more reopenings by the middle of the year. Julie, back to you.
Just one quick question. We're talking a lot about what's going on here in the United States. Meanwhile, Europe is really struggling with its vaccine deployment. What's the problem sort of here versus other places around the world?
We have a couple of different things going on. First of all, the federal government is hugely involved in the production, supporting the production with the Defense Production Act and leveraging that. So they're able to get these companies, the equipment they need, as well as the supplies they need, raw materials they need, and make sure that they're being prioritized when it comes to this. Meanwhile, in Europe, they've seen some delays in the production. They've also not been using some of the vaccines within certain populations. So it's hard to really categorize specifically because there's so many different countries doing different things. But that is the basics of what is happening there.
All right, our Anjalee, Khemlani, and Jessica Smith, thank you.